What's up, everyone, and welcome back to the Star Vision YouTube channel. My name is Sebastian, and we are here with the Star Vision Mock Draft 3.0. Now, this is the final mock draft before the 2021 NFL Draft. Now, with that being said, let's get right into it. Here we are on the Draft Network using my top 50 big board. Now, let's get it. So, number 1, Jacksonville Jaguars select Trevor Lawrence. That's no brainer. Number 2, Zack Wilson. That's easy to the Jets. Now, number 3, the 49ers made a big splash the last month, trading up from number 12 all the way to pick number 3. Now, they have narrowed their options to Trey Lance and Mac Jones. Now, personally, there's been a lot of rumors about the pick being Mac Jones, but I'm not buying into it. I think Trey Lance will add another aspect to that offense that Kyle Shanahan has never had, running the ball. They're already dominant running the ball in itself, but adding Trey Lance into that offense just takes them to another level. So I'm going Trey Lance, quarterback, North Dakota State. Now here at number 2, the Atlanta Falcons are in a prime position. The draft starts with Atlanta at number 4 because you do not know what they're going to do. They could take arguably the best player in the draft, tight end Kyle Pitts, but the Falcons don't envision themselves being in the top 4 in the near future. So when you have a chance to pick a franchise quarterback and Justin Fields from Ohio State is still here, now, if they believe in Matt Ryan for a couple years, they could trade out of this pick and receive an absolute haul. But for this activity, I believe they'll take their franchise quarterback for the future, sit behind Matt Ryan, and yeah, Justin Fields, the pick at 4. Now, number 5, as you guys know, Joe Burrow got hurt last year. They desperately need offensive line, but the good thing is, this draft class is deep at the offensive tackle position. So right here, Burrow played with Ja'Marr Chase at LSU. They had one of the best offenses in college football history. So I think Bengals will listen to their franchise quarterback. If he wants Ja'Marr Chase, they'll give him Ja'Marr Chase. There we go, wide receiver off the board. Now, I believe the Miami Dolphins moved up for a pass catcher. Now, Ja'Marr Chase, the best receiver, is off the board. And since the start of this draft process, and back in February when the recess Senior Bowl happened, DeVonta Smith proved he can play. He won the Heisman, and DeVonta Smith went to the recess Senior Bowl when he didn't have to, just to be with the Miami Dolphins coaching staff. Now, that plays a huge role of what I'm going to do here at pick number 6. And I think that Tua and DeVonta Smith did play at Alabama, so it's a tough one. They could consider Penei Sewell or even Kyle Pitts, but I feel like they need that wide receiver who could play inside and out, and that's DeVonta Smith. And number 7, this is a prime position to trade back. Detroit needs more picks. They are rebuilding. Jared Goff and that organization, they're not looking to win right now. So for this activity, no trades. So let's stick with the best player available. And for them, they already have TJ Hawkinson. They don't need a tight end. But they need protection. It's good to have a premium position right here at offensive tackle with Penei Sewell. At number 8. So you guys know Sam Darnold was traded to the Panthers. They do not need a quarterback because they've already invested in their quarterback, Sam Darnold. So let's get him another weapon. Arguably the best prospect in the NFL draft, Kyle Pitts. I'm a big fan. He's a generational talent, and if he falls to number 8, that is tremendous value for the Panthers. There we go, Kyle Pitts. At number 9, we got the Denver Broncos. Now, it's a new front office. They have a new GM. John Elway stepped down. He brought in another guy. In free agency, they focused on the defensive side of the ball. Now, I'm not a big fan of Mac Jones, but he could be a possibility here. So if you believe in Drew Lock, maybe you get another guy to compete in day 2. But Rashawn Slater is right here. That's a blinking red light. So I'm going to go offensive tackle Rashawn Slater from Northwestern. He could play all 5 positions. So he'll step in there day 1 and dominate. Now here at number 10, the Dallas Cowboys, America's team. This is honestly a perfect scenario for the Dallas Cowboys. You have the top 2 cornerbacks available, Patrick Surtain II and Jaycee Horn. Now, you really can't go wrong with either or, but I believe the Dallas Cowboys will take the safer option with Patrick Surtain II from Alabama. There's the pick. Now here at pick number 11, the New York Giants. Now they could pick linebacker Micah Parsons to solidify that defense, but they need to see if Daniel Jones is that franchise quarterback, and you have to get him another weapon alongside Kenny Golladay. And right here, Jaylen Waddle from Alabama is absolutely electric, so that's the pick. Now here at Philadelphia, they lost all the receiving options. That's what you get for trading back to number 12. You had a premium pick at number 6. But I think they'll be glad to take cornerback Jaycee Horn from South Carolina. He's a dog. He has that mentality you want in a cornerback. So there you go. He's really good in man coverage. He could travel. He'll cover your number 1 every single Sunday. There we go. Number 13. Now the Los Angeles Chargers prioritize Justin Herbert. So let's protect him with a top 3 offensive tackle in this year's draft class, Christian Darrisaw from Virginia Tech. At number 14, man, I have had this pick since the get-go. Early on in the draft process, Alijah Vera-Tucker to the Minnesota Vikings to help that run game. And he's just a beast. He could play tackle, but he has short arms, so he'll make a better guard in the NFL. Number 15. Now, this is a prime team you could see move up into the top 10 to get a quarterback. But in this scenario, Mac Jones falls to them at 15. So there we go. Mac Jones, quarterback from Alabama, to the New England Patriots. Here at number 16, the Cardinals desperately need cornerback help after losing Patrick Peterson, where he went to go sign with the Minnesota Vikings. So now Greg Newsome II here from Northwestern. At pick 17, the Las Vegas Raiders. Now, I hate how the Raiders draft. They always reach for needs, and they always make the surprise pick on draft day. Last year, they picked Henry Ruggs over CeeDee Lamb, Jerry Jeudy. What? Justin Jefferson? Okay. And then they also followed that pick with Damon Arnett in the top 20. That was horrible. He did not play that good. And most recently, Cleveland Farrell in the top 4. Now, I hate their draft process, whatever. And right here, you can't mess up this pick. Micah Parsons is here at 17. Now, he's a freak athlete, but there is character issues. But here at 17, that risk is less. Here at number 18, now, the Dolphins picked their receiver, DeVonta Smith, with the 6th pick. Now, you turn around right here at pick number 18, get the best edge rusher in the draft class, Azeez Ojulari from Georgia. The Washington football team at pick number 19. So you see over here, they need linebacker and safety. Now this is a perfect player to fill both of those needs. This is Jeremiah Owuzu-Koramoah, linebacker / safety from Notre Dame. He'll be instantly an upgrade over those linebackers and will be so versatile for Jack Del Rio on that defense. I love this pick. Here at number 20, Teven Jenkins is still available. Now you got to protect Andy Dalton, and there's no quarterback here at number 20 who would compete with Andy Dalton. So you pick protection, Teven Jenkins. At pick 21, the Indianapolis Colts. Now, I really like how their roster is shaping up currently. They have a lot of cap space, but they chose to hold on to that cap space for the future. So I believe they're in a prime position to take a high risk, high reward prospect, and this is cornerback Caleb Farley. There's concerns with his back. He had 2 back surgeries recently and was a 2020 opt-out. He doesn't have a lot of film, but he has all the intangibles to become a lockdown cornerback in the NFL. So here we go. Caleb Farley, Virginia Tech. Here at pick number 22. Now, last year, the Titans picked Isaiah Wilson. He was a massive flop. He played 4 snaps, and one of them was taking a knee at the end of the game. So he was a failure. You know, he got arrested, something, and he's just out of the league already. So let's try to do this again, Tennessee, and pick Samuel Cosmi, offensive tackle. Let's see, right here, from Texas. Now, Robert Saleh and the New York Jets, they could go so many ways here, but Robert Saleh loves his front 7. So right here, Kwity Paye can provide interior and outside pressure at the defensive end position from Michigan. Here at pick 24, the Pittsburgh Steelers, they lost Bud Dupree to the Tennessee Titans this offseason, so they need to fill that void. Now, I've seen a lot of people mock Najee Harris from Alabama to the Pittsburgh Steelers, get back to their running ways, and take that pressure off Ben Roethlisberger because he is quickly aging. But Zaven Collins, an outside linebacker, hybrid defensive end linebacker, you know, him off the outside alongside TJ Watt, that is a crazy duo. Zaven Collins is 6'4", 270 pounds. That makes a great outside linebacker. And I just think this is a no-brainer for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Zaven Collins from Tulsa. Now here at number 25, we got the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now, they need a lot of needs, but this draft class for defensive tackle is horrendous. So why not get the best defensive tackle in this draft class? Christian Barmore from Alabama. He picked it up recently during the playoffs. He was a big contributor to that championship team. So let's add him to the Jaguars. Here at pick 26. So recently the Cleveland Browns signed Jadeveon Clowney to pair up with Myles Garrett. But as you guys know, it's a 1-year deal, and Jadeveon Clowney isn't the most durable player on the field. So I'm going to take a really underrated pass rusher in this draft, Jalen Phillips. Now, there's medical concerns with the player, but he's just so natural with his moves and pass rush abilities. So right here, Cleveland Browns. All right, we're almost done. Now, here, Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens at number 27. Now they have 2 first-round picks from the recent trade of Orlando Brown Jr. to the Chiefs. So right here, I'm looking at the best receiver right now, and that is wide receiver Rashad Bateman from Minnesota. He's not the fastest, but he'll go up and get the ball. That's for sure. Number 28. Now, the Saints are in a difficult situation. They're in cap hell, so they need to address these premium positions, and cornerback is one of them. Asante Samuel Jr. will slide right in there with Marshawn Lattimore and contribute to that defense. I like this pick a lot. Now, pick number 29. Please get Aaron Rodgers a receiver. They haven't had a slot receiver since Randall Cobb, and Elijah Moore will fit that scheme to perfection. There we go. Elijah Moore. Where is he? There you go. Ole Miss. Here with the Buffalo Bills, they desperately need cornerback help to pair up with Tre'Davious White. But Najee Harris is still available here at pick 30. He could do it all and will relieve some pressure off of Josh Allen's shoulders. So this is the ideal range NFL teams want to select a running back in the back end of the first round. Now, you get that extra 5th-year option, which is highly valuable for these running backs because, as we know, they do not last long in the league. So here's the pick, Najee Harris from Alabama. Here, number 31. Now, this is the traded Kansas City Chiefs pick to the Baltimore Ravens. Now, I'm a big fan of Trayvon Merrick, safety from TCU. He is my number one safety in this draft class, and he just can provide so much for that Ravens defense. You know, he'll play over the top. He's a rangy athlete and can make plays. So right here, they solidify their defense with this pick. And the Super Bowl champs, pick number 32. Now, here's a very intriguing pick for the Bucs. Now, it says right here they need a receiver. They don't really need weapons anymore. So let's focus on the defense of the ball. Let's get a project. Now, Jayson Oweh is a defensive end from Penn State. He might be the most athletic defensive end prospect ever. Now, that is very intriguing, but he has he actually has 0 sacks at Penn State, which is highly concerning, but the intangibles are there. He has the skill sets to get to the passer. So that's the pick. So there you have it, the final Star Vision mock draft prior to the NFL draft. Now let me know in the comment section below, what are your thoughts about this mock draft? And hope you guys have a phenomenal draft weekend. With that being said, stay safe and peace out.